As of October 4, 2025, the U.S. government has entered a partial shutdown, sending shockwaves through the nation and raising concerns about the immediate future. The shutdown is the result of a bitter funding impasse on Capitol Hill, with lawmakers unable to reach an agreement before the deadline. As a result, federal agencies have been forced to halt many operations, national parks are shuttered, and countless government services are suspended, leaving millions of Americans in limbo and creating widespread uncertainty across the country. The stalemate stems from a deep and growing divide between Republicans and Democrats over the future of government spending and the nation's fiscal priorities. Republicans are pushing for a short-term funding bill that includes significant spending cuts, arguing that immediate action is needed to rein in the federal deficit. Meanwhile, Democrats are holding firm, insisting on a full-year budget that protects key programs and avoids what they see as reckless reductions to essential services. In the midst of this standoff, Senator Joni Ernst has stepped forward with a bold proposal to cut over $2 trillion from the federal budget over the next decade. Ernst views the shutdown not just as a crisis, but as a rare opportunity to force a national conversation about fiscal responsibility and the long-term sustainability of government spending. Her ambitious plan has quickly become a focal point in the shutdown debate, highlighting the fundamental philosophical divide over the size and role of government in American life. Many Republicans see these proposed cuts as a necessary step toward restoring financial order and ensuring the country's economic future. On the other hand, Democrats warn that such drastic measures would be devastating, undermining vital services and putting vulnerable Americans at risk. This ongoing debate not only paralyzes Washington, but also underscores the deep ideological rift shaping the nation's future. Senator Ernst's plan takes aim at several key areas for potential budget cuts, beginning with the billions in unspent COVID-19 relief funds that remain untouched in government accounts across the country. These funds, originally intended to help communities weather the pandemic, now sit idle as the crisis has eased. She argues that these leftover funds should be promptly returned to the U.S. Treasury, providing an immediate opportunity to chip away at the ever-growing national debt and signaling fiscal responsibility to taxpayers. Beyond pandemic relief, Ernst also targets so-called secret slush funds and vast amounts of unused federal office space, highlighting these as prime examples of government waste and inefficiency that drain taxpayer resources. She proposes scaling back or eliminating certain programs, such as federal electric vehicle initiatives, contending that innovation and progress in these areas should be driven by the private sector rather than government spending. Ernst's plan also calls for ending back pay for furloughed government workers, a move she believes would add urgency to budget negotiations and encourage faster resolutions during government shutdowns. By targeting these areas, Ernst's proposal aims to eliminate wasteful spending, streamline government operations, and ensure that taxpayer dollars are used more efficiently and transparently. Ultimately, this bold approach challenges the status quo in Washington, pushing lawmakers to rethink priorities and strive for a leaner, more effective government that better serves the American people. Senator Joni Ernst stands at the forefront of fiscal responsibility, leading the Senate DOGE caucus with determination and a clear mission. The caucus is dedicated to promoting fiscal discipline and driving government efficiency, working tirelessly to ensure taxpayer dollars are spent wisely. Acting as a vigilant watchdog, the caucus uncovers waste, fraud, and abuse in federal spending, holding agencies accountable for every dollar. They meticulously scrutinize government reports and budgets, shining a light on mismanaged funds, redundant programs, and unnecessary projects that drain resources. During the government shutdown, the caucus provides Senator Ernst with critical data and strong justification for targeted budget cuts, supporting her proposals with facts and analysis. Their diligent work helps shape the Republican narrative, presenting the shutdown not as chaos, but as a principled stand for fiscal sanity and responsible governance. The caucus consistently emphasizes the importance of efficiency, echoing conservative calls for a leaner, more effective government that serves the people. While Democrats often dismiss or challenge their findings, the caucus remains steadfast, keeping the issue of government spending and accountability in the national spotlight. Senator Ernst's proposal is a direct reflection of the caucus's efforts, offering a comprehensive plan for major fiscal reform and a new approach to budgeting. This bold initiative underscores a renewed push for accountability, transparency, and responsible spending in Washington, aiming to restore public trust in how the government manages its finances. The shutdown and Ernst's proposal highlight deep political divisions in Washington. Republicans support spending cuts, viewing the shutdown as a tool for fiscal responsibility. They blame Democrats for the impasse, framing it as Schumer's shutdown. Democrats see the cuts as extreme, arguing they harm vital programs and investments. They believe the public will blame Republicans for the shutdown's disruption. Despite some defections, most Democrats hold firm, betting pressure will shift to Republicans. The standoff continues, with both sides entrenched in their positions. This battle reflects broader ideological conflicts over government size and spending priorities. Senator Ernst believes drastic cuts are crucial for the nation's long-term health. She argues for fiscal responsibility to prevent future economic consequences. Her plan advocates for a smaller government, emphasizing private enterprise and individual liberty. The shutdown's outcome remains uncertain, hinging on political dynamics in the Senate. If Republicans secure cuts, it could shift Washington toward fiscal conservatism. Failure could embolden Democrats, maintaining current spending levels. Ernst's proposal has turned a funding dispute into a significant ideological battle. The resolution will shape the future of federal spending and political direction in the U.S.